Good morning. So we got in there last night quite in a pouring rain. Wasn't really sure what to do, so basically I just got into my sleeping bag because I was freezing cold. So that was good. Slept really well. Didn't realise, but I'm underneath the bear hang. This is where people hang their food. So yeah, that was interesting. But no, it was quite a big camp. You just turn. This is one of my official camps I should have been at, which is good. So there's a fire here, there's places here. There was quite a few people here last night, but I basically got in my tent and shut the door, and that was it. Good night, Vienna. So there's a lake there. Goes on a bit more. Anyway, I'm going to push on. Border should be in about 3 or 4 hours, depending on how I get my act together. And some tent is soaking wet from yesterday, so hopefully lunchtime, the sun comes out, I can dry it a bit. But for now, I'm just going to finish my coffee, pack up, and be on my way. There's the tent, a bit wet.
Everything is alright, and everything will be just fine. We'll make it last 'cause we know these days.
Alright, so this is the hanging pole. That's where my tent was last night. Nice campsite, beautiful river, lake. Mist was rising, but the sun's coming up now. Hopefully it's going to be a nicer day. I've got my rain jacket on just to try and dry it out a bit because it's a bit soaking wet like everything else. That makes everything in my pack is damp, which makes that heavier too. And back to the trail. That's my campsite, OE1. Right, onwards then. Morning bird. It's beautiful birds out here. There was a sort of poster you could buy to sort of see what they were, but I don't want to carry that. Anyway, onwards this morning. So 6-ish miles to the border of Idaho. Woo-hoo, whoop whoop. And see where we get on from there. Where am I this morning? There we are. Yeah, everything's a bit damp. It's a bit wet. I think I've got brand new dry socks on, but because of the trail vegetation, they're going to get wet pretty soon. Anyway, we'll stop waffling on and push on for those miles. This is a bit of a desolate area. There's a cairn, and these are signs in Yellowstone. These are the cairns, this is Yellowstone, which is the trail in Yellowstone. And this is a riverbed. It's dry at the moment. Walked through a few of these yesterday, but it was a bit too wet to video yesterday. So my first marmot this morning. I haven't seen one of those for a little while. And guy I was camping with last night, I didn't see him this morning, was another guy I hiked parts of the PCT with back in 14, but I've just forgotten his name at the moment. Priest, something like that. Anyway, let's try and find out where the trail goes, because sometimes it's easy to follow and sometimes it's you need a detective. Alright, here we go. There we are, back on trail again. Sun's trying to come out, but it's still a bit chilly at the moment. Yeah, because I want my actual, oh look, 2,000. That's pretty cool, isn't it? 2,000 miles. Whoop, 2,000 miles. Woohoo! Almost 3/4 of the way there. That's brilliant. Right, onwards to the Idaho border. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's a different cairn with some white and orange show up pretty well actually to follow the trail. And I'm just going across a few meadows now. And then we're closing in on the border. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Idaho, state number 4. I don't know if I think I said yesterday or not, but I really wanted to see some bison or buffalo in the park, but it was the other side of the park, and obviously Yellowstone is vast. I just don't have the time to do that, so put it on my wish list maybe for the future. It would have been nice. I mean, there was reports that there were some buffalo around by Old Faithful, but they have legs and soon scurry off. Anyway, onwards to the border. Whoop whoop! Idaho! Idaho, baby! Welcome to Idaho! Fantastic! Woohoo! And southbound is welcome to Miami. Whoop whoop! Idaho! Woohoo! Idaho! Whoop whoop! Idaho! Woo! Fourth state. Whoop whoop! Well, we've made it to the border, which is fantastic. About 7 Sobos have come past me. First one was called Oklahoma, which I thought was quite cool. So 7 have gone past. There's probably about 9 of my colleagues up ahead, which I probably won't catch. But we're just going to, at a break, and now we're going to push on and see what the day brings us. Onwards! This is the trail at the moment, been on it for probably about half an hour. It's quite pleasant. Probably won't stay that way, but it is. Plus I've met about 5 hikers who are all sat on the side trying to dry their tents out, because it was like lashing it down yesterday and the day before supposedly, so many are just probably just sitting in the sun trying to get some stuff dry to wear and the tents dry. So I plan to do that lunchtime, probably about another half hour, maybe a bit longer, depending on the train, and if the sun comes back out, because it's gone in at the moment. Anyway, yeah, so drying my tent because it was a bit soaking in this morning, plus being by the lake there was a bit of condensation in there as well, so wet inside and out, but it's not a biggie, we can deal with that. Next town, if possible, wouldn't mind putting my sleeping bag in the tumble dryer just to freshen it up a bit, because it's a little bit damp. But yeah, anyway, all that sun's out again. We like the sun. Well, we don't like too much sun, but we like some sun. Before the sun from pouring rain anyway. So another half an hour, we'll stop for break and dry the tent. Hi there, just stopped for a quick 10-minute break and to dry the fly sheet and the ground sheet. Didn't do the tent, maybe I should have done, but we'll soon find out. Depends if we can get out before rain comes. I don't know what the climate's like in Oregon. We ain't gone far over the border, so it shouldn't be a lot different, I wouldn't have thought. Anyway, we're heading down probably about another mile before we can go and take the alternate, which is the max-in route. So should be there in probably about 3 days, maybe less if I get my act together. We will see. Anyway, onwards and onwards. Hi there. Well, the Sobos are coming through thick and fast now, so probably about 20 today. Just past another 3. Yeah, max-in is about another 5 miles. I plan to go in there, and if there's a hotel motel, I fancy taking one more 0, have a rest and a shower and chill, and I can use the post office in the morning to do some stuff, regroup, see what I've got, and then push on. That's the plan. Where am I? Am I there? So yeah, that's the plan. So head to max-in. Still going up these dirt roads. Been on dirt roads for most of the day, but this is your turn, but it's a little bit flatter and probably easier on my knee, so that's good enough for me. So we'll push on. Not really a lot else to see today really, so we'll push on, and anything else happens I'll come back. On to Max Inn. Well, we're still heading to Max Inn. Bit of scenery to look at now. About 4 or 5 miles back to Max Inn, and I'm running out of juice. We'll see what we can do. Loads of trailers and campers shoved in the trees. Looks very idyllic. I like being in a trailer, sleeping, large gin and tonic, and onwards. I was hoping for a hitch into Max Inn. I didn't really know what was here, but no, I ended up walking the last 4 miles in the heat and whatever, and I really fancied a sort of a luxury hotel, or basically a luxury of a warm bed and a cold shower and a nice shower and some TV. So I headed down to the hotel. It looked rather expensive, but I thought, well, I need it. And then they didn't have any room, so that was gutting. And then I looked on Google for local hotels. The 2 I tried were non-existent, so I ended up at the RV site. It was getting late, and I was getting frustrated and agitated and a bit worried. And I walked in through the RV park, and it's getting late, and I'm looking for the hosts or the owners. Luckily they were having a party outside, and as soon as they saw me, the boss man leaped into action, found me a site, and virtually bent over backwards to accommodate me. So found me a site, drove me there, gave me the passwords to the Wi-Fi and to the shower room, and basically was just a great guy. So yeah, so soon put my tent up, and then sort of I was hungry, so went into town. I was recommended the Mexican restaurant, so went to there, had a burrito and an avocado starter and a few beers, which was really good food, considering I don't really know what I'm ordering, but the food was really good. Great place. And walked back and then just crashed. So yeah, and then chores. I'm deciding I'm probably going to stay one more day tomorrow and do chores, post office, and just have a relax, and then crash out, and then hike out tomorrow morning. Sorry, not tomorrow morning, the day after. That's the plan.